Over the past 12 months, students across the world have been creating designs made from 100% recycled materials, all in a bid to nab a spot in the Kouture World Finals taking place in Abu Dhabi in January 2023.
Tonight, we named the 10 finalists getting on that plane and competing against 5 other countries around the world to be crowned Kouture World Designer of the Year.
Hello and welcome back to the Kouture City Finals 2022. We have had an incredible week so far and it is only going to get better as we head on over to showcase the designs from our United Arab Emirates competition tonight.
That is right, we are heading across the globe here this evening to celebrate our exceptionally innovative and creative students from the UAE.
All of these talented students are taking to the Kouture platform here this evening to show off their sustainable designs, and we want to hear what you have to say. So post your favorite design from tonight onto your Instagram story, tag us at Kouture and use the hashtag Kouture Abu Dhabi, and you can be in with a chance to win a brand new pair of AirPods.
It is that easy, so make sure you get entering. We know we have an audience waiting to find out if their design will be announced as one of the 10 designs heading to Abu Dhabi with our global airline partner Etihad Airways, competing in the first ever Kouture World Final, taking place on January 11th, 2023 in the Etihad Arena on Yas Island.
That is right. The 10 designs chosen by our UAE judges will go head-to-head against students from Ireland, Italy, France, New York, and the United Kingdom, all in the bid to take the title of Kouture World Designer of the Year. At this point, finalists from Dublin, Paris, and New York City have all been announced. So we know you are all tuning in to get a look at the competition from the UAE.
And speaking of our judges, they have the impossible task of choosing just 10 designs throughout the judging process. The designs have been studied, pulled apart, put back together, analysed, reviewed, appreciated, and 100% adored by our judges. Let's meet the faces behind the decision. It's our Abu Dhabi judges.
It's great to have Alina, Fatima and Haifa here. I have no idea though how they are going to make tonight's decision, but I cannot wait to see who they choose.
When we spoke with our judges, they gave us an insight into why they feel personally connected to Kouture. Take a look at this.
What I'm looking for is an authentic voice. I want someone that's unapologetically being themselves and putting out there what is true to them and not really just what other people want to see.
I am so excited to see your amazing designs. Get super creative with them, go crazy. I'm gonna be cheering for you.
I'd like to say a huge good luck to all of the contestants who are competing. I'm super excited to see all of the designs represented by the UAE students.
So show me your personalities, show me your true authentic selves.
I'm too excited for this, Orla. let's get into it because I cannot wait any longer.
Absolutely, Sean. But before we announce the 10 finalists taking it to the stage at the Etihad Arena, we are super buzzing to bring you a showcase of the one-of-a-kind designs Abu Dhabi presented this year.
My favourite part of the design are the bodice, since the waves on the bodice represent the waves in the sea.
The message of my dress is that it represents the Indian culture and traditions that are found in many designs.
can be upscaled to look fashionable, and you can be a fashionista who loves and cares for the environment.
In our design, we aim to raise awareness on how sea creatures, mainly turtles, are exposed to harmful material, such as the ones represented in our design.
Orla, I think you will agree that talent from our first group of UAE finalists was just off the charts. I'm really intrigued on the different angles some designers are taking, like T-Wave is all about sea pollution, but it's told through the perspective of the turtle.
Yeah, and very impressive stuff. I love the drama of Masquerade.
Yes.
That's a bit of me, Sean. That's a bit of me now. I am super eager to hear what the people making this very tough decision have to say. Let's check in with our judges.
Haifa, what did you think about the creativity within these designs? I mean, some of the ideas were just completely out of the box.
Creativity to me is like limitless expression, and that's what I saw. I was so happy, smiling, looking literally at each and every design.
And Alina, some of the designs used exceptionally innovative techniques and materials throughout. Did any stand out for you?
Not only were they creative in the materials they used, but they created functional, fashionable pieces that were wearable, and you could see that in the video with the movement. So having both components and it actually being something you can wear and it being sustainable as well was just so impressive.
And Fatima, it was really inspiring to see sustainability integrated through every single one of those designs. Could you talk to us about that?
The generation now are really trying to express themselves differently and tell stories in a way that means something to them, which is something that is, really we've been seeing a lot of today.
Amazing, great to hear. Now, judges, I have to ask you, which designs in particular caught your eye? We really want to know.
Gaia, from the name to the idea to the energy, that Gaia is the goddess of the earth, to the items and materials that were used, from dried palm leaves and the shoes and the flowers in it. The materials themselves also felt a lot like home and remind us of the climate of the UAE. And also, I absolutely adore how it looks. This is one of the outfits that I could buy. So if she wants to sell it separately, we can talk.
This finalist is originally Pakistani, and I am as well. So that already just got me feeling really attached and saw this with a lot of love. So this was all about protecting sea culture, protecting sea life. She used disposable masks throughout her whole outfit. And what I thought was really clever is she created a mask with mask. And in our Pakistani culture, embroidery is a really important part of our fashion, our aesthetic. So I love that there's embroidery on the mask. I just love when someone can take a negative into a positive. Marine Goddess, I was so impressed with the creativity of using plastic bottles on a train of an outfit. You often don't see that, and I think people have used plastic, but I have not seen it in the bottom of a look like this. Yeah, and I love that there's an ode to the ripples of the ocean and reflections. So this was a cool mix of symbolism, but also functionality, and I thought it was really well done.
Mindcrafted design is a design that looks so simple, but at the same time you can see the complexities, and you can see that in the skirt that was created. I love that the skirt folds over and has this really nice pleat, and that it's very sleek, it's very simple, but at the same time it speaks volumes in its design.
I actually keep staring at this piece and zooming into it. This outfit is inspired by the designer's inspiration that she got from her Indian culture. The base of this dress is made out of plastic bags, and then the beautiful designs, details that we're seeing is made out of cardboard. So I love how they're doing all of this with so much style.
So Orchid, I feel really connected to, because this is all about femininity, and this is all about owning our reproductive organs, not being ashamed of it, not being ashamed of our periods. This designer used wrappers of menstrual products that are considered unsanitary. She used that into her artwork, into her design, and it inspires me. And honestly, her piece got me thinking, like, wow, what a powerful piece for women especially. One of my favorite pieces, I have to say.
I love how Kami Noju used a culture that she adores and used that to showcase and to communicate a look that she created from recycled materials. I think it was really cool how she used so many different types of materials like card and old fabric and silver paper and bamboo to create this. I think it was a very nice and beautiful design. I take so much inspiration from Gaia's design, and she talks about how there's a lot of waste that goes into sending your clothes to laundry, and I feel the same way every time I receive my laundry and I see all of the single-use plastic. So I love how she really took that and created something so beautiful. Great work. I love this.
Fashionista. It all started when she went with her mom to the grocery store and she was observing what was happening, and then the sacks, she noticed that they've been thrown around, and then she decided to use these and make the outfits out of them. To me, it was a creation of so many things around her.
T-Wave, first of all, is such a cool name. It really gets your attention. The fact that this was specifically from the lens of a sea turtle made it all the more emotional. And it, you know, like it really touches your heart. So I love that she used plastic bags like throughout the entire look, because that is what's harming these sea turtles in the ocean that they live in. Yeah, this really kind of touched my heartstrings because it was focused on one creature.
Thank you, judges. Everyone seems very, very impressed. And Sean, we have only just started.
Yeah, that's right, Orla. We have so many more designs ready and waiting, so let's get straight into it.
The message I wanted to portray by making this dress is that not every outfit or clothing has to be perfect. Sometimes it's just your unique idea.
The design of the dress is patterned from the Filipiniana. The Filipiniana symbolizes pride, strength, and the willingness of a Filipina to fight for her own freedom.
Yeah, you got me shifting the paradigm. No longer wishing, you're my lucky strike. Love the way you ride. Look into my eyes, say you're ready to go. $1 million life, yeah, we could roll the dice. Act like you surprised, but you already know. You're my lucky strike, and I got to tell you, if you didn't know, then I got to tell you that you're my lucky strike.
Sean, I am running out of words to describe these designs. What a show, I have to say. I had my eye on a few designs, but I really, really need to borrow Madame Mystique for my wardrobe.
Yes.
I loved it.
Absolutely, Orla. I mean, the detail in some of these is impeccable. I thought Bubble Wrap Bridal was a lot of fun.
Great,
I mean, a really interesting take on the design. And they even had a veil. Yeah. A veil? That's what we like to see. Now, judges, were there any specific designs there that caught your eyes?
So I loved this. There was a focus on the history of the UAE, which is so special. And I'm so impressed with how much this looks like couture. This was such an incredibly well-designed piece. And as she wore it and as she submitted the video walking in it as well, you could just see that this is a designer to watch in the future for sure.
Yeah, with Metallic Wonderment, I love the tie-dye touch. I also love how this skirt has recycled balloons, because we don't always think about like what happens after parties and all, and balloons that we use and you know have them fly up in the air, which could be really bad. So having her used on her skirt is great, and I love as well how it's hugging her body. I like the fit around her body and the headpiece. The headpiece is very royal, but still fun.
Spiralism design was beautiful and creative, to say the least. And I thought the design was, I absolutely loved the shapes and the curves and how it's just so clean cut. I think it really sits perfectly on her body. But most importantly, I also love the messaging behind this look. How she chose to raise awareness on consumerism and our spending culture and the downfalls of the fashion industry through creating something so beautiful using receipts. This was definitely one of my favorites. I thought it was really, really inspiring.
Yeah, COVID in style. I am so proud of the designer and the creator behind it, because for me, it had so many messages. One of my favorite things is that the outfit was inspired by Filipina dresses, or dresses that are worn by Filipino women that also signify strength and pride. So I was very happy to see that. I love outfits that speak pride, and especially pride of culture. So it was for me an outfit that had a lot of stories.
The myth was so inspiring because, again, I love when someone focuses on a symbol or a metaphor. So this was inspired by the phoenix and how the phoenix lives for 500 years before setting itself on fire. So this one was all about rebirth, transformation, the thoughtfulness in the design. I love that she also designed a headpiece, using a bed sheet, having over 700 feathers for the skirt. I think she even repurposed chocolate wrappers. There's one productive thing I can have out of my chocolate habit as well. But I just love this. It was so great. Madame Mystique is a whole vibe. When I saw this, I was like, whoa, this person has personality, this person has edge. I love that it was inspired by Vivienne Westwood, another female designer. There was a focus on dark fantasy, but spinning it in a positive by using materials such as old curtains and old tights. There's so much attitude in this in such a cool way, and I would love to meet the designer.
I thought VRL was a really pretty dress. It looks like, you know, your homecoming or your prom dress. I love how she used the inspiration of, you know, the waste that was generated from a lot of ordering in while you were sitting at home, and used that to create this beautiful piece. Everything from noon grocery bags to papers, skirts, the crepe paper that was used for the skirts, and even the shoes. I think it was really a full circle with this outfit. It was beautiful.
Plastic was inspired by Expo 2020 because that was such a huge event here in Dubai. This designer actually created dimension by bundling up the plastic. She also used other materials such as shoelaces. My favorite touch is thinking about spray painting with the color pink just to add even more personality. She looks like a goddess, like with the headpiece she created for herself.
So many things I want to say about bubble wrap bridal. This design really got my attention. I love the fact that she used a lot of plastic, and she had gift wrap paper as well, which to me signified that she chose to wrap herself with a gift. And she did not wait for a groom to make her a bride. She made herself a bride.
I loved that last comment. Thank you so much, judges. Really thoughtful words. And good luck to you guys, because I would not like to be in your shoes at the minute. What a tough decision. I really would not know where to start with that.
I could not agree more, Sean. I think we should remind everyone at home what these incredible students are competing for tonight. Take a look at this.
Can you believe it?
No.
10 designs from tonight's show will join 50 other finalists in Abu Dhabi with our official airline partner Etihad Airways to compete in the Couture World Finals.
It's just so exciting. Like, I cannot wait, Sean. I cannot wait. Let's get back to it and conclude with our final Abu Dhabi City finalists.
Into your
the dress is, it symbolizes the vast pieces of flowers and showcases the diverse culture in UAE.
Wow, wow, wow. Those were fantastic. I just can't get over the talents tonight, and I love seeing the boys representing their UAE are pulling through.
They really are, Sean. Go on, the boys. I'm so impressed by the dedication and the photo shoots. It's what's really, really sticking out to me. Proserpina was in a desert.
Yeah.
A desert, the dedication. Okay, let's have a final catch up with our judges to see how the judging process is going. Judges, what designs are sticking out for you tonight?
We see a lot of females coming up, but when a male designer comes in, it makes me wonder, where do they get their inspiration from, and how, you know, what's their story? And I think I see that with the Eco Warrior using cigarette butts as one of his main items in his designs. You know, cigarette butts are one of the most littered things in the world and one of the most difficult things to recycle. I think that it really added to this, and it's really cool to see. I liked it a lot. Wow, look at this. Proserpina has really done something special with this, and I'm truly inspired just by looking at this design. Like, this is really what creativity and innovation and sustainability looks like. Everything from the headpiece to the wings to just the embroidery of the top of the outfit was really beautiful, and I think this is one to look out for in the finals.
I love how in the dream she used her older paintings and older art supplies and made the dress from it. So that's what she did. She recycled her own art, her own ideas into something new. It's very creative, had dried paintbrushes, had dried art pieces, and wrapped herself with it. So yeah, I really like this one as well, and how the butterfly, it gives her wings.
So this was so fun, so great. I loved it. So they were saying that a jellyfish scientifically has no brain. So linking that to the mindlessness of when plastic and pollution harms the environment and how people aren't thinking about this or using their brain, I just thought was so brilliant. I appreciate when people use their old clothes, which I mentioned before, because it really shows us the small gestures of sustainability that we can start with, and it's right in your own closet. Caribbean fusion, I love the mix of materials here. I love that the top half and the bottom half almost seem like two completely different looks. So I see a lot of talent in this designer. Again, love when people are using wasted masks, plastics, materials from different resources. And this was also an ode to the trash found in the ocean. It makes you want to stare at every detail because there's so much to catch in the front of this piece. So really appreciated the creativity here.
I think Time Flies have really done a great job in terms of using COVID as an inspiration. I love how this design, you can see something that really transitions from a dark place into a lighter time, and it's very creative and it's different, and I think that's something that we haven't seen before with other designs.
One of my favorite things about medieval glam is that I love the materials that she used in this design, like trash bags, hangers, old shoes, things that we wouldn't think of, wrapping paper and beads, bottle caps. I really love how the students are getting so creative.
So Emergence, I feel like, was made for me because anyone that knows me knows I'm a coffee addict, and this finalist actually tinted the origami pyramids in different shades using coffee. So I absolutely love that. I loved it, and I think it was a perfect title for New Beginnings. Emergence gives you that feeling of a new chapter. So yeah, very, very cool piece.
With Ferdus, looking at this dress, first of all, and that design, I really love how it looks and how it sits on the body. And again, it confirms the name of this competition, Junk Couture. To me, this does look like couture out of junk.
One of my favorite things about the Desert Bloom is the amount of detail that went into creating this look. Like, she combines inspiration from different places, from the Victorian area to the desert sands. And if you just look at how she's pleated plastics to create little intricate details, used scraps from tailoring shops to create the bodice, use grocery bags, vegetable nets pleated into the skirts as well. It's truly, truly inspiring. And I think definitely this look is something really special, and I have no words.
Well, I don't have any words either. They're amazing.
Oh, thank you, judges. They have a very, very hard decision ahead of them. But back and ready for another city final performance. Wilkes Academy of Performing Arts are dancing their way onto our screens for another boogie.
Nathan McKenna, one of our very own alumni here at Kouture, is part of this dance group, and we are delighted to be able to share the creative success of our alumni. They really are a huge part of what we do here, and it is fantastic to see them progress creatively from Kouture. Wilkes Performing Arts Academy, take it away.
So impressed. Sean, that was so cool. I'm thinking now maybe we can learn the dance after this. I knew that would be a response. Okay, maybe not. But before we do that, we have a very important announcement to make. We know everyone at home is on the edge of their seats. So are we. And they're waiting to find out if they are taking one of those 10 tickets to the Kouture World Final. So we won't leave you waiting any longer.
The time has come, the moment you've all been waiting for. In no particular order, here are the 10 designs going to Abu Dhabi. First up, we have two winners with the same name. It's
Gaia
and Gaia. Spiralism. Orchid.
Bubble Wrap Bridal.
Proserpina.
Madame Mystique. Tradition. Furdus.
The Desert Bloom.
Can you believe it? Pack your bags. You are going to the Kouture World Final. Congratulations. This is huge.
You must be so excited. We cannot wait to meet the world finalists in person. This is crazy. And another huge well done to each and every one of you who competed tonight, alongside the incredible educators that make all of this possible.
Absolutely.
We wouldn't be here without you. You should all be so proud of yourself.
We want to say a huge thank you to our wonderful judges, as well as Wilkes Academy of Performing Arts for providing their wonderful performance here tonight. And to each and every school, teacher, and not forgetting friends and families that have supported these young creatives on their journey here tonight. It could not have been done without you. Thank you so much. You made it all possible.
That's all from us here tonight, so thank you for tuning in. And don't forget, tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. local time, when we will see for the first time our London City finalists. So make sure you tune in. And if you miss any of the city finals this week, you don't have to worry, because on Saturday, you can find us on TikTok to see all 60 finalists showcased together for the very first time.
Absolutely, we will be there, you will be there, and we'll see you then. Good night and congratulations!